Hello everyone, I'm going to solve today Cambridge IGCSE paper 2, October-November 2021, Radiant 2. So question 1 is the temperature at midnight is minus 8.5 degrees, temperature at 11 a.m. is minus 1 degrees. Work out the difference between the temperature at midnight and the temperature at 11 a.m. So we know that the difference is the highest value minus the lowest value. So minus 1 is higher than minus 8. So minus 1 difference means to subtract bigger value minus smaller value. Smaller value is minus 8.5. So it becomes positive 7.5 degrees Celsius. The question 2, the stem and leaf diagram shows the age in years of each of 15 women. So we have data of 15 women here, and we are shown the ages of the women. Complete these statements. So to understand this stem and leaf diagram, there is a key that must be there along. So we know that P is 3 to 1 means 31. So if we read any value from this table, so 3 on the left side and 1 on the right side means it is 31. It represents an age of 31 years because this data is about the ages of the women. So first number here is 1, 3, 1 is 31, 35, 38, 39, 41, 41, 42, like that. So this is how we interpret this data. So we are asked to complete this statement. The first statement is the model age is what? So model age means what is the mod of this set of data? And what is the mod of any data? Mod is the most repeated, the most occurring number. So which age has occurred most number of times, that will be the model age. So if you look at the numbers, so it is 1, 5, 8, 9. So no repetition is here. So it is 31, 35, 38, and 39. All are different. 41, 41. So 41 is repeating twice. No other number is repeated more than once. So it means mod should be 41, not 4, not 1, 41. So model age is 41. The median age. We know that the median is the middle number in the list of data. So we have this list of data which is in order. The smallest number is 31 and the largest number is 58. Altogether we have 15 values. So when we have odd number of values, 15 values for example here, so the middle value is the median. So if there are 15 values, so add 1 to 15, 15 plus 1, 16 divided by 2. It gives us the position of the middle point, middle number. So 15 plus 1 divided by 2 is 16 divided by 2 is 8. So the number at the 8th position will be our median. It means there will be 7 numbers before this and 7 numbers after this. We can check that there are 7 numbers before this and there must be 7 numbers on the right of this. So 7 plus 7, 14, and the middle number is 15. So altogether we have 15 data values. So 8th position will be our median. So let's see what is 8th position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it means 43 is our median. The percentage of women that are older than 51 years is, we need to find the percentage of women that are older than 51 years. So 51, 50, 50, 52, 53, 58. So older than 51, that means we should not count this. We can take 52, 53, 58. There are 3 women aged more than 51 years out of 15 women altogether. So there are 3 over 15. We know that to find the percentage, we can write a fraction that represents the fraction of women that are older than 51. So 3 out of 15 are older than 51 years. So we times it by 100%, to get the percent answer. So the answer here will be 20%. 3 over 15 times 100. So there are 20% women with age more than 51 years old as listed. Change 2.15 hours into minutes. So we know that in each hour there are 60 minutes. So if 1 hour is 1 hour means 60 minutes. So if we want to find the time in minutes for 2 hours, so 2 times 60, 3 hours, 3 times 60. So 2.15 hours means 2.15 times 60. That will give us the number of minutes in 2.15 hours, which is 129. So there are 129 minutes in 2.15 hours. Question number 4. We need first that this diagram is not to scale. So we can't just read the information from the diagram. We can't measure anything. We have to calculate using the properties. So triangle ABC and triangle ACD are isosceles triangles. ABC isosceles marked with 2 sides equal, and these 2 sides are equal. This is the triangle ACD. Angle DAB is 86, already marked here, and angle ADC is 58, again marked here. Find the value of X. So we know the property of isosceles triangles, that if we have any isosceles triangle, then the 2 sides are equal and 2 angles are also equal. So this side, these 2 sides are equal. The angle opposite to the equal side will also be equal. So opposite side and opposite angles, like these are opposite angles and these are opposite sides, they are facing each other. So these must be equal as well. This side and this side are equal, then angles opposite to this and angle opposite to this must also be equal. So it means we can say that this angle should also be same as this angle, which is X, and this angle is 58, so this angle should also be 58. So now what we see is ABCD is a quadrilateral, a 4-sided shape. If we ignore the line AC, so we say only a quadrilateral ABCD, and we know that the angle sum of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So if we add all these angles, the sum should be equals to 360 degrees. So what are the angles? If I start from X plus 58 plus 58 plus 86. So these are different angles that we have. One angle is X, one angle is X plus 58. That should be considered as a single angle of a quadrilateral, of this quadrilateral. And then this 58 is here, and then this 86 is here. So sum of these angles must be equals to 360 degrees. So by solving this equation, we can easily find the value of x. So x plus x is 2x, and 58, 58, and 86 to be added. So we get 202 degrees. So 2x equals 360 minus 202. It is 158. Is 2x. So x will be equals to half of 158. 158 divided by 2, which gives us 79. So the value of x is 79. Okay, so question 5. Angelique rents a room for a party. The cost of renting the room is 15.5 for the first hour and then 7.25 for each additional hour. She pays $95.25 in total. Work out the total number of hours she rents the room for. So first of all, we can read it carefully to know what is the formula to calculate the total cost for the renting of a room. So the cost of renting a room is 15.50 for the first hour and then 7.25 for each additional hour. It means we can write the cost of renting. Let's say cost is C. Cost is 15.50 for 1 hour, multiplied by 1 because it's 1 hour only, and then remaining hours should be charged with 7.25 plus whatever the number of hours after that, it will be charged 7.25. Now we don't know, or it can vary for different persons. So we can not write any number here, we can write a variable here. So that depends on the value of x, the cost will come accordingly. So if someone is renting for 5 hours, so the total cost will be 15.50 times 1, because for first hour the charge is this, and remaining 4 hours out of 5, the charge will be 7.25. So 4 times 7.25. So x represents the number of hours the room has been rented plus minus 1, because x is 1 less. 1 hour here and remaining hours are here. So total number of hours minus 1 will give us the value of x. So we know that she pays 95.25, so 95.25 is the total cost she paid. That means for the first hour, she must have paid 15.5 times 1 with 15.5 plus she paid 7.25 for the remaining hours. We don't know how many hours are there, so let it be x. So to solve this equation, first of all, we can take this to the left. We subtract 15.50 and then we will be able to find the value of x. So 19.5 95.25 minus 15.50, which becomes 79.75 is equals to 7.25x. So we need to find x alone. So 7.25 is being multiplied with x. So we have to divide it on the other side. So we can say x is 79.75 divided by 7.25. Which becomes 11. So we are asked for the total number of hours she rents the room. So x represents number of hours she paid 7.25. So 11 for 11 hours she paid 7.25, and 1 hour she paid 15.15. So therefore, total number of hours she rented the room was 11 plus 1, 12. So therefore, total number of hours she rented the room is 11. 11 plus 1, sorry. 12. So we can write here 12 hours. Question number 6. Without using a calculator, work out this calculation. So that means you may use the calculator, but you should show how you are working out this answer without using calculator. So there are fractions involved in this problem and operations. There are more than one operations are there. One is division and one is addition. So as per the rules, foremost rules, we need to do division before addition. First to use the division rule. So we know how we divide the fraction. So when we divide the fraction, we change the division sign to multiplication sign, and we take the reciprocal of the fraction followed by the division sign. So this will become 6/7. Now to get the answer for multiplication of fraction, we can cancel out. 3 1s are 3 and 3 2s are 6. So 2 1s are 2 and 7 1s are 7. So we get 2/7 plus 1/5. Now to get this answer, we multiply because we have to add the fraction. So we can multiply 5 there. Plus we can multiply 7 here. 7 times 1 and 5 times 2 over 7 times 5, 35. So it is 17 over 35, which cannot be simplified. So our answer should be. So what you can do is you can use your calculator to enter this whole thing as it is using the fraction function on your calculator, and make sure that you are getting an answer as a fraction as 17 over 35. So you can check your calculation on calculator, but you can't just do this question directly on calculator and write the answer like this. You are supposed to show the working because it's clearly mentioned here. Katie has 5 white flowers and X red flowers and 2x plus 1 yellow flowers. Okay, so let's categorize them. So we have white flowers, we have red flowers, and we have yellow flowers. So white, number of white are X. Oh, sorry. Number of whites are 5. Red are X and yellow are 2x plus 1. She picks a flower at random. The probability that it is white is 1/12. So we know that when we are writing the probabilities, we should know the total number of flowers she has to pick from. So total number of flowers are sum of all these, that is 5 plus X plus 2x plus 1. So like terms are X and 2x. So 2x plus X is 3x, 5 plus 1 is 6. So we can say 3x plus 6. The total number of flowers are 3x plus 6. And she wants, it is given that the probability of white is 1/12. So what is the way of finding the probability of white? So we have to see when she is picking up one flower, how many whites are there. So there are 5 white and the total number of flowers are 3x plus 6. So we know that probability of white will be how many whites are there over total number of flowers. And this must be equals to, we are already given that this probability is 1/12. We are asked to find the probability that it is yellow. To find the probability of yellow, we need to know the value of x. So from this information that we are having here, we have formed an equation and we have to solve it to find the value of x. And once we know the value of x, we will know the exact numbers of each color. Okay, so we have to solve this now. So there are 2 fractions on each side, 1 fraction on each side. So we have to multiply, cross multiply denominator with numerator on the other side of each fraction. So 3x plus 6 times 1 is just 3x plus 6. And 5 times 12 is 60. Cross multiplying, 3x plus 6 multiplied by 1 remains 3x plus 6, and 12 times 5 is 60. Then taking 6 to the other side, 60 minus 6, 3x equals 54. So x equals 54 over 3. So x equals 18. So now we know each number exactly. So it means there are 18 red flowers and 18 times 2, 36 plus 1, 37 yellow flowers. So altogether we have 18 times 3, 54 plus 6, 60. So we have 60 flowers altogether and 37 are yellow. So now we can write the answer of our question. That the probability on, what is the probability that the flower she picks is yellow. So now there are 37 yellow flowers out of 60. And 37 is a prime number that cannot be factorized, simplified. So it means this is our answer. Okay. Calculate 39 whole 1/16 fourth root. And as you are allowed to use the calculator, so you can directly enter this into your calculator. Here it is actually the test of understanding how students calculate this using calculator. So no need to show any working. You can directly enter this into your calculator, provided that you know it, how to do. So the answer for this will be fourth root which is giving us 2.5. 2.5 or 2.5 or 5/2. All these answers are same. Anyone they can write, no need to write in all of these. So fourth root, you have a button on your calculator where you can use this function on your calculator to find the root. If you don't have a specific root function, you can also use power function. Like when you are finding 2 raised to the power 3, so either you have a key like this, or you directly have a power rule. You should know how to use the power. So the root 4 means the power 1/4. It means 39 1/16 raised to the power 1/4, which can also be written as 0.25 because 1/4 is a quarter, 0.25, or you can write 1/4. So you'll get this answer directly from your calculator. Question number 9. Write these values in order of size, starting with the smallest. So what we can do is we can write all of them in simple decimal form, like 2.1 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 1. This will be equals to multiplying by 10 to the power minus 1 mean dividing by 10, which gives us, this is 0.21. Dividing by 10 means moving the decimal one place left. This is 0.2 dot. Dot means recurring, occurring up to infinity. It never stops. It goes like this. 22% is 22 over 100, so it means 0.22. Difference between this and this is that this is non-stop up to infinity, and this is just having two decimals. This decimal is never ending, a recurring decimal. Then the next one is the square root of 0.2, which gives us a long answer again. So we can write 4 decimal places. And finally, 24 divided by 1000 means move the decimal 3 places left, so it will be 0.024. You can use your calculator to work out all of these in the form of decimal. Now we are in a position to arrange them. We are asked to start with the smallest one. So smallest one will be, this is one. This is the smallest one because it starts from 0.024. Then the rest of the numbers are starting from 0. More than 0, that is 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.4. The second digit is 1 here, 2, 2. So it means this should be the second one. And then one of these should be the third one. So this third place is 0, nothing is there, it means 0 here, third place is 2, so this should be third number. Then this should be the fourth one, and this should be the last one. So we can write the highest number, which is fourth one. Did I miss anything? Okay. 0.447, sorry, better to write the actual number which is given. So fifth is this, highest one is this. The smallest one is 1, that is 24 over 1000. From the given number, we converted them into decimals, so better to write the given numbers in this list. So 24 over 1000 is first one. So it is smallest one is here. Then second one is 2.1 times 10 power minus 1. And third is 22%. Fourth one is 0.2 recurring. And fifth one is square root of 0.2. We will do questions up to 11 in this video, and then next video I will upload for the remaining questions, because otherwise it will become too long. Question number 10, the interior angle of a regular polygon is 156 degrees. Work out the number of sides of this polygon. So we know that if it's a regular polygon, it's all of its interior angle will be same, all of its exterior angle will be same. Interior angle is 156, so we can find the size of each exterior angle. We know that interior angle plus interior angle is 180 degrees. They are supplementary. So each exterior angle is 180 minus 156, which is 24. So each exterior angle is 24. It's a regular polygon. And we know that the sum of exterior angles of any polygon is 360 degrees. So how many exterior angles we add to make it 360? So that will give us the number of exterior angles. The number of exterior angles are same as number of sides. (360) is the sum of all the angles, and the size of each exterior angle is 24. So 360 should be divided into 24. How many times we can get 24 multiplied by what number can give us 360? So that we can get it by dividing. So we get 15. It means there are 15 exterior angles. So 15 times 24 is 360. So it means number of interior angles, number of exterior angles, and number of sides are same. So hence this polygon has 15 sides. You can say number of sides is 15. And the last question of this video. The car starts its journey by accelerating from rest at a constant rate of 0.7 per 20 seconds before reaching constant speed of 14 meters per second. It then travels with this information, the car then decelerates at a constant rate of 1.4 before coming to stop. On the grid, complete the speed time graph for the car's journey. So we are given the speed time graph. That is the first thing that we should note. So on the left side, we are shown the speed, and at the horizontal axis, we are shown the time in seconds and meter per second. And first part of the journey has already been shown. What is the first part? A car starts its journey by accelerating from rest. From rest means when it starts, its speed was 0. Then it gradually increases its speed with constant acceleration of 0.7 meter per second square. That means every second it was increasing 0.7 meter. So in 20 seconds, it reached to a speed of 14 meters per second. So this is shown already here. So if you multiply 20 by 0.7, you get 14. Each second it increases 0.7. So in 20 seconds, 20 times 7, 0.7, that is 14. Then what happens? We have to continue from here. It then travels at 14 meters per second for a distance of 210 meters. So from this point onward, after 20 seconds, what happens? It continues, but not with the speed, which was at that point, but it continues with the speed of 14 meters per second, constant speed, no change in speed. So that means there is no change in the speed. So it should go with the same speed for some time. Now the speed time graph shows speed and time. There's no distance here. So to travel this distance with this speed, how much time it has taken, we need to calculate. So we know that time to be found in this case, speed is 14. Its constant speed doesn't change, and distance is given 210 meters. So the formula for speed, distance, time is time equals distance divided by speed. So distance is 210 meters, and the speed is 14 meters per second. So dividing this, we get 15. Time is 15 seconds, which was not given to us. So with this speed, which is 14 meters per second, the car traveled for 15 seconds. So this happens from this point onwards. We see that already traveled for 20 seconds. Now next 15 seconds, it will be traveling with the same speed. So next 15 means up to 20 plus 15, 35. So up to 35 seconds, there will not be any change. So the car will be traveling with the same speed, no speed going up or down, not changing in the speed. So this is reflected on the graph like this. Then the car decelerates. Decelerate means the decrease in speed. at a constant rate of 1.4 meter per second before coming to stop. So from this point, it has to reach to a point so that it will come to stop. That means the speed will become zero. So speed is zero here. So our line that we have to draw will meet x-axis somewhere. So again, we can read this information that we are told that it will be decelerating, decrease in the speed will be 1.4 meter per second square. That each second it will decrease by 1.4. So in 1 second, it will decrease 1.4 meter per second. Speed will decrease 1.4. Acceleration and deceleration is how much change in the speed per second or per minute or per unit of time. So in this case, 1 second, the speed will actually reduce by 1.4 every second. So in 10 seconds, you multiply both sides by 10. So we can say in 10 seconds, the speed will decrease by -14. Or if we divide them by 2, we get 7. So it means in next 5 seconds, if the speed will decrease by -7, by 7. So any of these can be used. So next 5 seconds, let's say it is. So we see the scale on x-axis. 2 boxes represents 5 seconds. So next 5 seconds, if it is traveling, so its speed will decrease by 7. So from here, the speed is 14. It will decrease by 7, means 14 minus 7, it will come at 7. So 7 will be here. And next 5 seconds, it should be here. This is the point. After 5 seconds, the car should be at this point. So same way it will go, and we can draw this line. So we have completed this part of the graph, which were missing. We were asked to complete the speed time graph. All right, so that's all for this. I will be uploading next video starting from question 12 till the last question, just to make the video shorter. So bye and see you again.